Orcas are fierce predators, eating more than 140 species of fish, hunting seals, porpoises, and even moose. Almost nobody is safe from this apex predator. Orcas hunt whales just because they have a taste for their tongues. They hunt great whites for their livers. They use other animals just to play with, and they storm the shores. But there is one creature in the ocean who has a chance to kill the king of the oceans after all. Surprising, right? But first, let's discuss orcas. Orcas are actually dolphins. The name killer whales come from because they are killer of whales. Huge, black and white, predatory and just devilishly smart. To get an idea of how powerful orcas are as hunters, it's enough to say that they have a thoughtful plan for each hunt. Depending on what exactly is the future dinner, an orca pod chooses a certain strategy. Pods can range from between 5 and 30 members, and pods all over the world have developed unique and creative hunting techniques passed down from mother to daughter. They attack every other organism differently. For example, they need to disorient a shark to eat it. For a school of small fish, they release a swarm of air bubbles. And when it comes to whales, it's better to see with your own eyes. This is a blue whale. The attack follows a brutal but working scheme. Orcas take turns ramming, biting, and pulling the whale by the pectoral fins, and as a rule, exhausting their prey. Even despite the size difference, one gets tired of such a thing. Imagine being bitten by several medium-sized dogs at the same time, and then they also try to drown you. Yes, orcas block the whale's breathing hole, and after a chase that can last for hours, the exhausted giant drowns. So now you know these ruthless creatures don't even spare the mighty blue whale. It is said to be the largest creature that has ever existed on our planet. It weighs over 190 tons. Even a giant like that prefers not to mess with them. The most common prey of killer whales is baby whales. It's so common that whales even protect the offspring of other species if they can, because orcas are such merciless killers. Humpback whale calves are one of their favorite dishes, and orcas often eat only their tongues and leave the rest of the carcass for scavengers. Why? Well, apparently their tongues are very tasty to orcas. But all that I've said was about how orcas are vicious hunters. So you might think, is there anyone who can stand up to them? The answer is yes. The sperm whale, specifically the male ones. Orcas hunt female and calves of sperm whales but try to stay away from the males. The heavy and powerful tail of the sperm whale has the potential to deliver fatal blows. The exact force of such a blow is unknown, but an adult sperm whale weighs about 90 tons. That's about 10 times the size of a double-decker bus. Orcas wouldn't stand a chance. Killer whale attacks on sperm whales have rarely been observed or reported. Hunting sperm whales is not something to be taken lightly by killer whales, and that worldwide, there may be only a few groups that have mastered the ability to prey on sperm whales and their young. There are a few reasons for that. You see, adult sperm whales are larger and can dive much deeper and for longer than killer whales. Their strong tails are a hazard to orcas. A sperm whale tail crashing down on a killer whale would be potentially life-threatening experience. A recent photo expedition off Sri Lanka in search of blue whales instead produced a far more extraordinary sighting. The footage showed 6 or 7 sperm whales under assault in what was an attempt by an equal number of killer whales to separate a juvenile sperm whale from the pod. Not to forget that female sperm whales and their young travel together, whereas male sperm whales roam solo and meet with females during breeding. So there is someone in the ocean that is equal to this apex predator after all. Hope you learned something today. See you in the next one.